Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing the explanation for the 15th hexagram in I-Ching called Modesty. So the surface meaning is fairly easy to understand because by taking a look at the image of this hexagram, you have Earth as the external trigram and mountain as the internal trigram. So mountain is representing somebody with great talent and competency. They're voluntarily taking a lower position. They bury themselves underneath the ground. That's showing the true essence of being humble and being modest. The key point of this hexagram meaning is about intentionality. I voluntarily do it on my own terms. And the reason for that is also connected to the 14th hexagram, great possession, because if you have a lot of material and wealth or resources, it's not going to last forever because the way of the universe is about constantly change to keep it in a balanced state. That's the same as the moon waning and waxing, right? So if it's too full, the only natural outcome will be decline and decay. So in order to maintain its steadiness and consistency, the wisdom of this modesty hexagram is also about intentionally leaving something empty, leaving blankness. It's the same as artistic artwork or drawings. You want to leave some white space in your artwork. That's the same concept for this modesty hexagram. It's about withdrawal, put yourself back in the background, lower yourself even though you deserve a higher position, because that's the only way to prevent yourself from declining and decaying, and keep yourself in the steady and safe zone so that you can have an everlasting long effect. Diving into the individual line meanings, let's take a look at the first line. This is a lower level position representing somebody who is kind of new to society, fairly inexperienced. Because of that initial condition of your situation, the number one warning is you have too much pride in your own talent. That will quickly attract failure. So you want to do the opposite. This is a reminder, not saying you will do it. It's like caution. This is a big potential risk. So the guideline for somebody in that situation is to control your heart, take actions and know your own limits. Be very humble because you're inexperienced. You still have a lot to learn. As long as you take this type of a humble attitude, no matter what risky situation you have to face in life, you will come out in a successful way. So the end result is actually a positive one, but it's more cautiously how to control your own mind, and don't rush because you want to achieve fame or social status. The second line is a very positive one as well. It says, because of your humility, your humbleness, you don't have to show the world and tell them who you are. They naturally will see it and recognize it and resonate with you. So you will naturally attract fame, popularity, and recognition because of your humble attitude. So this one is emphasizing the natural consequence, even though my intent is to not gain popularity or getting recognition. But because of my own humility, I deserve more, but I intentionally pull myself down. Because of that, you naturally earn a lot of respect and recognition from other people. The third line is a very unique case because most third lines in the hexagrams tend to be bad because it's in a transitional spot. It's risk or tend to warn you against something. But this one is a true exception. This is a super positive third line. It's the only yang line in the entire hexagram, meaning that I take action, I do a lot of hard work, and my hard work pays off with great accomplishments and achievements. But even though I have so much accomplishments, I can still stay humble. Like, I don't kind of take credit for what I do. I just, because that's not my motivation, I do it for the greater goods. I claim no credit for what I achieve. That is a super difficult behavior for human beings. It's against human nature. But if you're able to do this, your final outcome is super positive. The fourth one is a fascinating one because if you look at the image, it's a yang line, it's a yin line sitting on top of a yang line. Typically, that's not the best relationship. The natural way is a yang above the yin, right? So this is in reverse, meaning that this person, even though positionally I'm higher than the third one, but I'm a yin line myself, meaning I might not be as competent or talented as this guy underneath me. But because this person is able to truly kind of demonstrate and showcase what humility is about, he will sincerely ask for help because I recognize my own incompetency. I need your help. I'm asking for this guy to support me. Because of this sincere demonstration of humility and modesty, this person is also going to earn respect. So it's a positive result. The fifth one and sixth one are very interesting because the line description suddenly switched the flavor. It changed the major theme from the first to fourth about constantly carrying out humility no matter what situation you're in or how much accomplishment you've got, right? Moving to the nearing the end stage of this entire phase is saying too much can invoke danger. That's why you need to enforce and be tough and be firm when necessary. What does that really mean? It's saying that humility, if it's over-indexed, it could be perceived as being meek and you're a pushover, which is not the point of modesty. So this one is like the fifth one. You can still continue to show, kind of carry on this modesty spirit. However, if you run into a person who disrespects you, who challenge you, who take your modesty as being meek, then you need to fight and stand up for yourself. Because if you take that action, you will win. You will make a point and put those people down to make them understand the true meaning of modesty. So you will enforce this modesty if the case justifies it. The last ending line, it's the same flavor, saying that it's kind of nearing the ending stage, meaning that you run the risk of running out of this balanced zone, right? It's the same spirit of Bazi. If you look at the Bazi series, the whole Bazi is about being in balance. You don't want to over-index too much or too little in terms of like warmth or cold or too harsh or too weak. So we can find the favorable or unfavorable element because Bazi is originated from I-Ching. I-Ching is the foundation for all the other Chinese stuff. So that's the same wisdom for I-Ching. Even with something so good as modesty as a hexagram, it's still warning you if you're over-indexed to too much modesty, it's calling out the danger. It's drawing you back to that middle zone, to that balanced state. So you need to act firmly to maintain order, especially internally if you see somebody like kind of forgetting the essence of being humble and trying to achieve too much, kind of trying to be 100% full, because that is the danger. Once you reach 100% full, the only way to go is to go down. And that's not a secret to maintain your steadiness for sustainable success. So that's the point of the sixth line. Is about seeing that danger of imbalance, act firmly to maintain the order, so you can respect the spirit of this modesty hexagram. So that's the explanation for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.